We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Jim Kotz is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
At the plate, Amos Ota, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First delivery to him on the way.
First pitch, 7:07.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting center, the left fielder, Bo Jackson.
Now in the box, Bo Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Kotz has tossed more than 1,000 innings at the big league level, and over that time he's got a whip under 0.5. To translate, he's allowed less than half a runner per inning. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Moving over is Hunter, and he'll put it away for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett. Now here's the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The 1-1 home. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Screwball, but he lays off, and now the count evens at 2-2. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Danny Trimble. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Digging in, John Mayberry having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Mayberry carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. So far on the year, Mayberry begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Ready on 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
From the stretch, the 1-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Royals strand a pair. It's the Royals 0, Twins coming to bat. Lots more to come on MLB Network. Kevin Appier will be the starter for the Royals in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
In is Torrey Hunter. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10. The 1-0 home. Scorched to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ryan Dozier.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the power-hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. One out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
This is line to left. Jackson is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Settling in now, Harmon Killebrew. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a tick behind for a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Killebrew brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and up next the former World Series hero Mike Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball one. The 1-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that's going to land foul. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
3-2 to the Royals' designated hitter.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Stepping into the box, Frank White. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit out towards second. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Stepping up now, Darryl Porter. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. And that misses for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Lifted the other way out to left center. Goslin is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. KC down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Goose Goslin.
The left fielder, Goose Goslin.
First offering on its way.
0-1 the count.
The The windup and the 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, Max Kepler.
Next will be the designated hitter, Max Kepler, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way. Ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Gary Coyote comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Coyote is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
The 3-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Tony.
Coming to the plate now, Tony Olivo. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Right side. And that is into right field. A base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. To get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And this will be fouled away. First at bat for him here, and he brings with him a season tally of 30 long balls. Here's the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So it's a runner at first with two gone, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Polanco playing here in his age 26 season. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. hit hard on the ground to short. Mondesi picks it up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Now batting, number 26.
Ready for another chance. Amos Ota, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Nipped the corner. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Royals have cut the deficit now to 2-1.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
To the plate now, Bo Jackson. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, George Brett. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season, with 38 home runs and 96 driven in. Now the 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Into the box, Danny Trimble, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
The 2-1 pitch. Oh, what a stop on the slide to first. How about that? The Royals get one back on this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Twins 2 and the Royals 1. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Torrey Hunter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ryan Dozier at the plate. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Now the 1-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew. From the stretch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Goose Goslin. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Forkball right by him, 0-2 now.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Now the relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike one. Killebrew, the runner at third. Goslin over at second. Kepler at first, one gone. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Ball two.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Hit softly down the line at first. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. So striding in, Tony Olivo. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Ready with the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
2-2. Here it is.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. The 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that is off the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but he'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Danny Jackson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Danny Jackson.
At the plate now, Joe Mauer, as he'll take a look at ball one. He'll start things here at 316. Home runs up to 30 now, and 73 driven in. The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Four runs here in this half inning. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Ota's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Twins 6 and the Royals 1. Leading off the inning, John Mayberry, and they'll need him to get something going here.
John Mayberry.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hard hit ball to short. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batter.
Digging in now, Mike Moustakas. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
No balls and a strike to count. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Swing, and Moustakas sends a drive to right. This ball's got some carry, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. 34 home runs now on the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Now that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Standing in now, Frank White. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Now batter. The catcher, Darryl Porter.
So digging in now, Darryl Porter. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Hunter. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jorge Polanco. First offering on its way. And he popped him up. White ranging into the outfield. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Racing back the left fielder. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo home run for Torrey Hunter. 29 home runs for him on the year. And the lead is now 7-2.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
Second baseman.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Ota is right there. And that's out number 2.
Now batting, first base.
So stepping in, Harmon Killebrew. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. 7 runs, just 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. We're through 4. It's 7-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi. Here comes the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. Olivo is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Amos Ota.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Bo Jackson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
And he takes a cold strike one.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Ready for another shot now. Goose Goslin. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No 1, no 4.
The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Max Kepler. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a throw over. Runners back. Has a look. Now the pitch.
Look out. 1-1.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken. Ball 3.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Full count to Max Kepler. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off there. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
At the plate, Gary Coyote. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. And this is taken in shy of the track, but the runner will tag from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Into the box now, Tony Olivo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners are at first and third, one away. On the ground to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Those are the ones you remember right there, Dan. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and that doesn't happen often throughout the course of a season.
And you know, as a pitcher, you see what this guy's been doing. You know he's having a good night. He's a tough guy, and he's a tough guy to pitch around. Some nights you just have to tip your cap. A pretty good night. 4 ribbies in this one here.
Into the box now, Joe Mauer, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Two and 1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Popped him up. Mayberry is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in, Jorge Polanco. No hits to this point.
Jorge Polanco.
First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's the ball.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco. Looking to minimize the damage here. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Twins forced to settle for 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Twins are out in front, 8-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Brett behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The 0-2 home. Softly hit out to short. And 1 gone. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Danny Trimble. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Olivo is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 7.
Into the box now, John Mayberry. First delivery to him on the way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. KC down in order. Still 8-2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Torrey Hunter. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One strike now to Hunter. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Second baseman, Ryan.
So now to the plate, Brian Dozier. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. No one out with a runner at second. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
To the plate now, Harmon Killebrew, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Killebrew brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
1 out and a runner on second base. Too tight with that one. 3-0. He loses him on ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping up to the plate, Goose Goslin. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Trimble is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
The designated hitter.
Digging in to try it again, Max Kepler, and their runners at the corners now. He's set, and the pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he misses 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Danny Duffy gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Now batting, third baseman, Gary.
Stepping in now, Gary Coyote, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Duffy sets, 1-0 on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate, Tony Olivo, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 3 runs already home here. Lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, and no one will track it down. Now another 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Twins 11 and the Royals 2. New inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Mike Moustakas.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two and 0. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Now the 2-1 pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, what a dive. It's there, and he's out.
Now back
At the plate, Frank White. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Two balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. 3-1. The 3-1. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Darryl.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Darryl Porter. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game. Standing in now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Up top, it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Twins 11 and the Royals 3. Now at the plate, Joe Mauer. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0. Popped him up. Brett shading to his right. 1 away. One gone now in the Minnesota 7th, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Here comes the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Now the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 2-1. Torrey Hunter waits on deck. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
1 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle, reined in, and there are 2 away now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Torrey Hunter. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the alley in left center. And Torrey has himself a base hit. 2-out hit, and that'll bring Brian Dozier to the plate this inning as well.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box, Brian Dozier. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Career numbers against Danny Duffy, just a 3 for 13 batting line. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-2. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And this one bounds around against the wall. He'll get it into second. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. Twins get a run on 2 hits. 8th inning coming up. Minnesota leads this one 12-3. Carmelo Purcell has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 17, Carmelo. Purcell.
At the plate now, Amos Ota. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1 home.
Two balls, two strikes.
High in the air out to center field. Hunter's got a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Bo Jackson, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Fouled off. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, George Brett, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Again, a 1-2.
Inside ball 1.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. This one is launched. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. George Brett scores a pair with that home run. Home run number 39 on the season for him, but they still face a 7-run deficit. In now, Danny Trimble. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's 1-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The first baseman.
Striding into the box, John Mayberry. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-0 now. Mike Moustakas would be next if they can keep this inning alive. .30 pitch. Hot shot toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Row. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. Popped him up. Coyote is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Twins 12 and the Royals 5. Dennis Leonard comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Leonard.
In now, Harmon Killebrew. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
First baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Goose Goslin. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike there. 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Still 1-2. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. Into the box now, Max Kepler. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. From the belt, the pitch. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Now the 1-1 pitch. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Gary Coyote. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Ready with the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1 as the lead holds at 12-5. Jim Perry comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Jim Perry.
Standing in, Frank White, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. This is hit sharply to the left side. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Darrell Porter, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Perry, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Two and 2. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Fastball well outside. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Dozier barehands it. One there. Safe. Striding in, Adalberto Mondesi. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up, barehanded for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. Minnesota scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Jim Kotz earns his staff-leading 16th victory of the season. Kevin Apier struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 38,649. A reminder that extra light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field.